confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other down?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't get them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, Booze, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Woman Exodus. How are you guys doing? Like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please say what's up to me in the comment section. Say what's up to me in the chat. Hey, y'all in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, when you have a moment, please pause this video and follow the backup channel. It is called LexX. That's LEXEX. You can also find a link in the description below. Also, if you have any suggestions or any ideas for any new stories, feel free to share that to me to my Gmail. That is lexusexoduschannel@gmail.com. Also, shout out to my Patreon family. I love y'all. Y'all are so dope. Y'all always show up and show out and show support. Shout out to my Discord family. The Discord chat is always so lit. If you're interested in joining and checking out exclusive content, please, you'll find the Patreon link in the description below. Lastly, y'all, before we get to it, please follow me on Facebook and TikTok. I'm trying to get better about using different social media platforms to connect with you guys. I know everybody doesn't use YouTube. A lot of you guys love Facebook. A lot of you guys really enjoy TikTok. I do too. I be on there way too often. So please, once you have a moment, take a second and follow me on the other social media platforms. That's at Lexus Exodus on all other platforms. This is another installment of my series called the Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Tonight, I want to profile the unprofessional dusty. And shout out to loyal patrons Yvette and Jade who shared this suggestion with me. So their habitat, you'll typically find them. We know, first off, that nogs typically are unemployed, but if they do have jobs, they're typically found in the mail rooms. They might be throwing boxes at FedEx. You also find them in janitor closets because they are very low achieving and very remedial. So they take these very base level jobs, and that's if they decide to work. And I think that this is so interesting because nignogs just typically don't like to work. But in the rare occasion that they are employed, they bring their dust to the workplace. So they are notoriously lazy. I've heard nurses attest to this. And, you know, they'll say how the worst thing you can do is allow them to be in the nursing fields because they don't like to work. They don't carry their weight and they're always trying to take shortcuts. They also are little perverts and are always hitting on women at the job. And I'll never forget in my role, the director of operations for my company had to go on emergency medical leave. So I would go on site a few times a week to our contact center to help out in her absence. And child, I kid you not. I mean, every single time I would visit that site, one of those call center customer service niggas would hit on me all the time. And I'd be like, dude, like I'm a client. So I'm not your boss. I write your boss's checks. I'm writing the CEO's checks. So why would you think it's okay to approach me? Like, leave me the F alone. But that's how they are, just unprofessional as F. They can't read the room and they love to mess around with women in the workplace. They also are very treasonous and tend to look for any reason to throw a Black woman under the bus if they feel like that will help them get ahead. So now that we know the profile of your dusty, unprofessional, I want to get into this letter, this first Ask Lex letter, where a reader asks about, advice on what to do in a scenario with a dusty creep in her workspace. So I'll call her AZ because I want to keep her anonymous. But AZ says, "Hi, Lexus." She says, "I just needed some objective advice on a bad situation at work. So I've been working a receptionist job for over 6 months, and a new guy gets hired, and he is the only male that works at the front desk. Come to find out he's dating another coworker. I found this out when I saw the two of them arguing in front of the business. Oh, Lord. To make it worse, his girlfriend has a daughter of her own, and they were displaying toxic behavior in front of her as well. So over a month ago, he texts me outside of the group chat that we have for the front desk. I immediately knew it was someone from the group chat because I recognized the number. I asked who it was, but deep down I knew it was him. He'd been super weird towards me the first few days he started working there. He was super weird in the text and didn't reveal himself until after I told my managers about the text. My managers were creeped out by it, and they asked me if I was uncomfortable telling him to stop. I said I was. You shouldn't have to tell him to do anything. They need to handle that. She says, I said I was, and they said they would talk to him and tell him to stop for me. I haven't gotten another text since. However, we had a staff meeting 2 weeks ago, and my other manager suggested that no one text anyone outside the group chat without first getting consent because it's unprofessional, Dusty. Him and his girlfriend both got defensive, and he says a number with my area code hasn't been texting him, and he was weirded out by it. She walks over to him and tries to snatch his phone and asks him if anyone has been texting him. He doesn't let her get his phone, of course, because he's lying. Oh, Lord. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to cause drama. Both of them are the type to snap. Really quickly, let's see. So yesterday, his girlfriend and I were working together, and she gets upset at how I booked an appointment and voices her concern with our manager. The manager explains to her that I didn't do anything wrong, and she gets really upset. She blurted out she can mess with the books, but she can't mess with my boyfriend right before she storms out. Oh, Lord, AZ. She says, I don't want her man. I'm 20 years old and he's in his mid-30s. So he's an old Dusty. Don't come for me, y'all. I'm in my 30s too. So he just got out of jail this year and has multiple children. He's also messing with another woman who works at our office. Y'all, she says, I don't know what to do at this point. Should I tell her the truth and show her the text? Should I just leave it alone? I mean, I know the situation is unfair to me, but I'm tired of the drama. Life is stressful enough. I already have to work long hours to barely get by. Now I have this to worry about. Oh, my Lord. AZ, and she also sends screenshots of this weirdo's text messages. And see what I mean? Just unprofessional. Y'all, just unprofessional. And I got this email a few weeks ago. So I did not plan this. This was just a timely email where the girls in my Patreon suggested I talk about dusties in the workplace. And then I magically got this email. So how the universe works. But anyway, so AZ, child, this is a whole hot ass mess. So first off, you don't need to tell that girl anything. Do not tell that girl anything about her man. Because here's the thing. When you try to tell women about they know good ass niggas, it always backfires. So they get really frustrated. And instead of ending things with the guy, they'll take out that anger and disappointment on you for telling the truth about they bum ass niggas. So I would not get involved. You don't want that drama, especially at the workplace. You do not get involved in their bullcrap. It sounds like he has created a bunch of mess and toxicity for this woman at the workspace, especially since he's messing with multiple women there. Girl, don't show her nothing. And if I were you, I wouldn't even block this Dusty's number. But that's because I'm about my bag and I'm a strategic bit. So this sounds like this could be a potential harassment lawsuit that you can file against your company if they don't handle this in a diligent manner.
Child, since this F-boy don't know how to leave women alone, first off, you did exactly what you were supposed to do by first notifying management. Hopefully he leaves you alone. If not, I would document. And if this persists, I would pursue this legally. And I'm not even playing. Like, I think that, first of all, I think that Black women have to understand when it's time to get the proper authorities involved. Like, I don't argue with nogs. I call 911. I file lawsuits. I push paperwork. And, that's why there's proper protocols and processes in the workspace to avoid this type of thing from happening. So, and I think that dusties tend to get too comfortable in the workspace. This is why I don't understand why anyone hires them, especially for a role other than throwing boxes at FedEx and mopping floors, because you're talking about he works at the front desk with you. And it's clear he's extremely unprofessional. I don't know why he's customer facing. He sounds like he needs to be reprimanded, and he shouldn't be working at the front desk for this job since he don't know how to act. So, like I said, get the proper people involved. I would not argue with them at all, or mammies. So don't argue with niggas or his dumb ass girlfriend. You shouldn't either. So just document, contact HR, keep a paper trail of what's happening. And if he still doesn't stop messing with you, do what you need to do legally, sis. So that's my advice. I'm interested in what you guys think in the comment section and in the chat. What do you think AZ should do, especially if you've experienced a similar experience? I feel like, listen, do what you got to do to protect yourself and get that bag, because you should not be forced to endure that type of environment and hostile environment and that type of toxicity at work. You just shouldn't. So anyway. So, okay. So hopefully that's helpful. Again, chime in down below if you guys have advice or any other thoughts. So I want to get into examples of your unprofessional dusty. This first one I came across is a post of a dusty ass MD. So this fool is posted. And he has a do-rag on and he's smoking a cigar in his MD, his doctor uniform. And the caption says, "Who said doctors can't wear do-rags?" Seriously, y'all. And here we go in the comment section. Mammies are caping for this. And it's like, if the roles were reversed and if this was a woman, a Black woman wearing a bonnet, niggas would be going crazy and would be dragging her. Women would too. It's like, these are the same men who like to get on Black women about wearing bonnets in public. And he's claiming to be a whole MD. And it's like, leave it to nignogs to sully such a distinguished and respected profession with wearing a damn do-rag. Something that you sleep in. You're supposed to sleep in at night. Something that you use to groom yourself with your MD uniform. Like, seriously. And I say supposedly an MD. Let's emphasize, I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed any of these credentials. Knowing him, y'all know niggas like to lie. So he could have simply just worked as a hospital employee mopping floors and ish and found some scrubs and could be snacking calling himself a doctor. So I don't know. Either way, this is just very tacky and very unprofessional. Okay, so I want to get into this next example of your unprofessional dusty arguing with his manager. And I shared this clip on another video before, but I think this one is applicable to share again here for this video because it really just illustrates how unprofessional these fools are once you do actually give them an opportunity in the workspace. So let's watch this and then we will talk through it.
That time, my manager and coworker went off on each other.
You send me on a thing.
You know what? All you had to say is,
you knew
I'm
that.
not. No,
you know the
get
schedule.
your finger out my face. Don't
You
ever
know
put
the
your finger in my face.
You better calm down.
No, you better calm down. I'm not playing either. You better calm down. Tell me, you better sit down.
You better sit down.
No, don't you tell me to sit down.
You better.
Don't you tell me nothing. When I say you actually go do an assignment, you're supposed to do it.
No. You need to follow procedures. That was
wrong. Military.
That was wrong.
Wrong about what?
You know what I'm talking about.
You to an assignment?
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about. I sent you to an assignment. That's what I did.
You better sit your tail down somewhere, woman.
Oh,
you don't know who you're talking to.
You don't know who you're talking to. What you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do? You gonna think about what you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do?
That time, my manager and coworker went.
You know what? You know what? You're gonna find out what. What am I gonna find out? Oh Lord.
Part 2.
Oh, the sheriff.
So she called the police.
Wait, you know what? Get out of my face.
Like you should, black women. Don't be sitting there arguing with these fools.
I need your badge. I need your badge. Right now, I need your badge. I need your badge. Get out of my face. No, you need to give me that badge. Oh, he was right. We're gonna talk corporate about you. You got some problems. Yes, I need to get a sheriff over here. I'm in Terminal B on the second floor for departure over at ABM. I have a passenger over here that's like threatening me, and I asked for his badge. My name is Jeff. My name is Deborah, and I'm his supervisor. Nobody. I work for ABM.
Part 2.
Oh, the sheriff. And his name is Tremont Addison. He's still in my office right now. What's the office number? The door right here, Jamie. Open the door. What's the number? On the other side, there's a number. Yes, it's TB what? 22908. His name is Tremont Addison. I asked for a badge and he told me he ain't giving me nothing. Addison, Addison. Yeah, spell it right. He just yells on the phone, can't spell it right. He's trying to walk out the door. Yes, on the blue. Thank you. And his name is Tremont Addison. He's still in my.
Yo, so let's go back to the clip where he's bucking up to her like he wants to square up or something, like she's not a whole damn woman. This makes no daggone sense. Just unprofessional. You see, she had to call police. Brad has to step in and protect her because this fool is threatening her, talking about she going to see something. I forget what he said. But you gonna learn or something stupid like that. So she called the authorities. And this is why black women, I don't recommend having them work for you. It's clear she's in management or something, but they're lazy and incompetent. He's sitting there arguing with her about an assignment. They don't respect authority, especially answering to black women. So, but this Dusty is looking like he's trying to fight this woman at work. You know, just a mess. Okay, so I want to get into this next video that's went viral of this next unprofessional Dusty effing up the food at Subway. So let's watch this. So he's walking on the food, y'all, with his shoes on the lettuce and tomatoes and olives.
Don't tell nobody, but I do this every night.
He's talking about how he sneaks drinks every night and puts the beverages back for other people to purchase. Now he's putting the toppings on the toilet. Here he is at Rite Aid knocking down products.
You don't support none of this shit right here.
Do y'all see this remedial, degenerate, bullish? See what I mean? You can't even trust these nogs to work at Subway. And he'd be the same one talking about they deserve $15 an hour. And they sit here doing this dumbass-ish. And here's my thing. The backstory to this, I read that he was a felon. He was an ex-convict and couldn't get a job anywhere. And the manager just wanted to give him a chance. And so he did. And this is what he does. This is how he thanks that manager. And I also read that apparently he made these videos to get Meek Mill's attention to advance his rap career. It's like, do y'all see this elementary, foolish ass, remedial-ish that these fools engage in? And this is why you can't give them chances, because this is the type of stuff that they like to do. Now that this nasty ass mess has gone viral, I'm sure the manager is being held accountable for this and is being reprimanded, if not losing his job for hiring this fool. This is why you can't trust dusties in the workplace. They're unprofessional. You can't take them anywhere. They don't know how to act.
Exes. Shout out to my exes.
Hey, y'all. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. If you didn't know already, Black women are beautiful. Black women are intelligent and incredible. Black women are phenomenal and make great wives and mothers.
I want to speak to your manager.
Black women should be respected and deserve to be loved.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Black women deserve to be treated like human beings at least. Listen, guys, if you're like me, you are so tired of your favorite Black female content creators getting harassed by the trolls, silenced on social media, and censored by YouTube. We work so hard to stand up for Black women, and although YouTube allows us to be regularly berated, ridiculed, and degraded by dusties every day on the platform, as soon as we say one word to clap back, we're threatened with channel violations and are told to be silent or we will have our platforms removed. The biased algorithms, inconsistently enforced policies, and persistent trolling on YouTube is unacceptable and needs to stop. If you agree, meet me over on my Patreon, where you will be able to access completely raw, unfiltered, exclusive Lexus Exodus content. You will be able to access uncut, uncensored, and ad-free content, 2 bonus videos a week, access to the private Discord community, and much, much more. So meet me over on the Patreon at patreon.com/LexusExodus. The link is also in the description below.
Shout out to my exes.
Okay, so I want to get into this next nignog, this comedian, jealous, conniving ass, dusty, Faison Love, who trashed another comedian because she got a Netflix special and he didn't. And before we get into it, I want you guys to guess the ethnicity of this woman comedian that he threw under the bus. I'll give y'all a second. You guessed it. She was a Black woman, because niggas never miss an opportunity to tear us down. Let's look at this next clip that illustrates this.
Faison Love is getting slammed for saying comedian Nicole Byer secured her Netflix special by being, and I quote, an unfunny Black woman. The post garnered thousands of likes on Instagram, but spurred plenty of conversation in the comments, many of which agreed with Faison that Nicole's jokes fell flat. But one commenter said, that's some real hater stuff right there. Like, so ladies, especially you, Lonnie, obviously being in the comedy world, what are your thoughts on this?
I was surprised by Faison because, first of all, Netflix has a lot of comedians. So why would he target just her? Right. And then to target, first of all, it's hard enough for Black females to get a special. Exactly. But to do this, and she's a sister, I was just disappointed in Faison. And I've been knowing Faison a long time. I think it makes him look bitter. And of course, he responded with, well, I just want to give my opinion. But sometimes your opinion is not warranted, especially when it comes to something where this is a marginalized woman that is trying to do her thing. And maybe her comedy just doesn't fit your type of comedy. Comedy is very subjective. subjective.
Right.
And I tell that to people all the time. So I was really disappointed that he did it. But what I liked about Nicole, she retweeted what he said and she just laughed at it.
Yeah.
And that's what you do.
Good for her. Good for her. I was a little disappointed too, to be honest. I feel like, Black people in general, Black comedian, female, male, when she wins, he wins. When he wins, she wins. Like we should always lift each other up because it is difficult. And, everyone doesn't always have the same opportunity. So can we just all lift each other up and continue this Black greatness?
Well, you don't have to say nothing at all.
I don't say anything. Now you can be entitled to your feelings, but that don't mean you got to go to the ground and be like, well,
and your issue is with Netflix not giving you a special. Part. It's not about Nicole. It's because you don't have a special with Netflix. You've got movies. You've had opportunities. You can go other places, but to pinpoint one person. That's not cool.
Yeah. And to make it seem like she was undeserving of something so great, of something that you want.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought that was super whack. I just didn't understand why you couldn't congratulate and celebrate. Yeah. Like, if I'm being honest, when you put that out there, that's when you get that good energy back. Not preaching to your face on, but I'm just saying, maybe if you put some good out there, maybe an opportunity like this would come back to you.
Thing. And you know what was funny? That once he put that out there, then people started putting things about him
out there. And
it became a big mess. That's why I was just like, I'm glad that Nicole took it like a champ.
Yes.
But like you said, I agree with both of you ladies. We got to start lifting each other up.
Absolutely.
It's real hard to get things out of here, especially in this industry. So we don't need to be putting each other down.
Okay, so this is so crazy to me. This is so crazy to me that this fat Dusty would trash her like that. It's already hard enough for Black women to get on, especially in the industry. We know the industry is fat phobic. The industry is colorist. The industry is racist. And, this comedian is a plus size, darker toned Black woman. And for her to be getting her bag and getting shine and getting a whole damn Netflix special is incredible. So instead of congratulating her, he turns into a hater because niggas always get triggered. They always get triggered when Black women are outpacing them and doing better than them in every single industry. And it's really interesting because I know a lot of unfunny comics that he didn't say ish about, but he want to talk about Nicole Byers. So he didn't say ish about Amy Schumer's unfunny ass, who's been given multiple specials and movie deals, who's a white woman. He also didn't say ish about Kevin Hart, who the entire industry agrees is objectively not funny, but for whatever reason, he's at the top in his industry. You know what I mean? Like, he decides to denigrate a Black woman who said nothing about him, who's minding her own business, getting her bag. But this is how these fools are in the workspace, though. Always trashing Black women if they think that it will help them get ahead. Okay, so I want to get into these next few examples because, first off, we know that dusties generally don't work. They rather mooch off women for resources or engage in illegal activity like selling drugs and stuff. So we're not going to find many examples of them in the actual workspace, but we will oftentimes see them terrorizing other hardworking individuals and harassing other people who are contributing citizens while at their workplace. So I want to get into this next example of a Nick Dog harassing a hardworking man while at his place of employment. So let's watch this and then we'll talk through. I actually don't think there's audio here. So this man is preparing orders at a fast food workers. He climbing through the window and he done wrote a check his ass can't cash and got beat the F up. Always messing with people, trying to make their money, trying to make an honest living. These people don't make that much money. Here he go climbing through the window. He hurt. He not even getting up. Oh, Lord. My gosh. A mess. Y'all, this is a hot mess. He can't even get up, y'all. Oh, he done got a bat or something. Oh, Lord. Okay, enough of that, Dusty. I don't think anything else happened. So I want to get into this next story about these nignogs harassing people who are trying to make an honest living. This one is actually a newscaster getting harassed by a Dusty while working. And shout out to Oakland who shared this clip with me.
Look, I'm sorry. That in this Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm sorry. 347.
You guys have a good day.
347.
What's 347 mean?
547.
What's that?
6558.
What's that?
That's a number you can reach out so you can help out the group. I'm running a program. You know?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. But if you don't mind letting me get back to work then. Yeah, thank you. I'm not scared. I just would like to finish. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
That in this Bronx, you know what I'm saying?
And her caption says, just another day being a woman in the world. The amount of times that I deal with street harassment as a female journalist who works alone is exhausting. Notice how quickly this man got angry when I tried to politely dismiss him so I could do my job. It's like, seriously. And y'all see here, it's broad daylight. It's in the middle of the day. Everybody else is at work.
347. You guys have.
Everybody else is at work, and his stupid ass is walking around with nothing to do in the middle of the day. Otherwise, he wouldn't be bothering this poor woman who's trying to do her job. So here comes this thirsty ass nignog harassing her while on camera. It really is embarrassing because I know that we're so Black male identified. So I know this woman probably was embarrassed, thinking like, okay, damn, my coworkers are here too watching this. And, you know, they thinking like, well, this your people. This is how y'all act. Because nignogs have no respect and will approach and harass you while working. Chad, let's get into this last story of another newscaster getting harassed by a Dusty while working.
I'm not on yet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're not on.
20 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you.
God damn. I better not be on mother camera. But why are you over here on camera though?
Watch Spectrum News. You can find out. Go find a TV and watch Spectrum News. You can find out.
For what reason?
Watch the news and you can find out. This is channel 9 and 1 usually. 1 and 9.
See, that's why I can't be left alone with a Black woman. Or a mulatto chick. Because I can't stand these white
We are
girls.
done here. Have a great rest of your day.
You are sexy. Sexy.
Oh my God.
This is disgusting. Y'all see this stupid ass ish. And again, you see this woman is trying to be respectful. She's trying to be professional. She even says thank you to the man. Have a nice day. Thank you. And tries to cut it short. But here's the thing. You can't be respectful with Dusties. You can't. Because anytime you engage them, they automatically assume that you're interested in them. And they'll proceed with this bull crap. I just pretend that I can't hear or see them until they leave me alone. Honestly, I look right past them. So he just continues to harass her, even though she's working. She's on camera. I think she was actually streaming live. And here comes this dumb ass Dusty talking about mulattoes and stuff and white chicks. Just being disrespectful. While she's out and about on the clock handling her business, trying to make her coin. But this is your unprofessional Dusty doll. So again, they don't like to work. So I want to reiterate, they very rarely have jobs. So they'll come into the workspaces of those who are contributing citizens. They'll make your workplace hell while you're working. When you do actually give them a job opportunity and try, to extend an olive branch and give them the benefit of the doubt, they bring that degeneracy to the workspace. Instead of working, they harassing and hitting on the women, creating toxic workspaces, being lazy, effing up-ish, incompetent. Child, I can't. Stay away from this degeneracy, y'all. All right, that's all I got. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.